Well, hello one all, welcome back to the Purple Rain podcast, and you know we're talking PWHL San Jose when the Sharky comes up. Isn't that the best sign until you get the gear, George? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's gonna be. Oh, this is exciting. Still has not. Suck. This is a very big shock. It's going to take pretty much the whole off-season to get over for George. I mean, it's just I don't know, crazy. Yeah, still hard to believe that San Jose is joining our league. Yeah. So today, I want to talk about something that's going to be happening in the next few weeks for not just San Jose but for the Bay Area as a whole, and it's all to do with camps. Summer camps. Yep, so let me find the article on the hockey news. There it is. So the Sharks are hosting camps for girls in Oakland, Fresno, and San Jose. In Oakland? Yeah. Oh, George, you're wearing the wrong Champions t-shirt. I know. There's no point going to get changed now, is there? Because we texted, we've already just done another episode, so there's no point we going to get changed now, is there? Because we'll be then recording another episode after this one. It's going to be just no point. But yes, thank you very much for reminding all the boys and girls. Yes, of course, my Oakland Ballers are the reigning Pioneer League champions. Ball season is well and truly underway. We've just completed our first homestand of the season, which include meetings with 2 of the 3 new teams to the league this year. With the Long Beach Coast and the Red Pocket Mobiles, who of course are the travel team for this season. I'm really hoping it's just for this season, because I can't see how a travel team would work in the long haul. I mean, I've never really known a travel team before in any of my sports leagues. Hopefully it's just for this one season, and there'll be the more permanent location next year with a proper name run. So you've still yet to see Modesto. Yeah, that's still to come. And of course, we've also still got to wait for our first meeting with the Yuba Sutton Nandos. Which is how I'm going first episode. You think that Oakland Yuba Sutton rivalry is already heating up? It's about to get a whole lot hotter. But yeah. Alright. So the San Jose Sharks are bringing women's hockey to the market, and that includes a trio of PWHL players who will be present at Sharks run girls events this off-season. And I think the first of one of those has already just happened. So we can get the details. So let me find the details. Can I say, I think this is amazing that this has been done by the Sharks. It's just, shows the partnerships that we want to see from AHL markets who share with the PHL. And I know what great partnership the Sharks are going to do with PHL San Jose when we get going. But to see them already get that groundwork running now and organising events is absolutely brilliant. It just shows how much this community is committed and just gets it. So it's being called the Pro Women's Hockey Tour. So, professional women's hockey coming to California next season, with PHL San Jose entering the PHL as the league's 12th franchise. The San Jose Sharks are continuing their own support in growing girls and women's hockey in the state. Hosted by the youth hockey and fan development team of the San Jose Sharks, the Sharks will be with their pro women's hockey tour. Will be holding camps in San Jose, Oakland, and Fresno. And this will also include special appearances from PHL players. Ooh. No, don't get too excited. Ow, don't get too excited. It's not big names. Don't get too excited. So, designed for players aged 8 to 14, this high-energy day on the ice features skills, clips, fun challenges, and interactive sessions led by special guests from women's professional hockey. The Sharks wrote about the events. Each will include on-ice sessions followed by an off-ice question-answer period with members of the PHL, including Boston Fleet netminder and Olympic gold medalist Anne Frankel. Ooh! Seattle Torrent forward Brooke Bryant. Ooh! And Montreal Victoire defender Kelly Ann Nadeau. Pluto! That's very rude. He's got a point. He's got a point. I mean, if it's not Pelens, Gosling, Stacey, or Scamora, you're pretty much like, ooh, and Rock. Oh, and Rock, but she might not be Victoire for much longer. No. Libor Scamora. Oh, no. No. I mean, I know you try to fight to put on the protection list, but no, sorry, I think that's a dead horse, my friend. That's a dead horse you're flogging. Okay, so the first event has already happened. The first event took place on May the 30th, and that was at Sharks Ice at San Jose, and that was with Kelly Ann Nadeau on Montreal Victoire. The next event is going to be taking place on June the 20th. That's going to be in Oakland! That's going to be in Oakland. The Oakland Ice Event, that's with Brooke Bryant Seattle Torrent. And the third event will be August the 14th, the Gateway Ice Center, Fresno. That will be with Anne Frank of the Boston Fleet. I just want to check, is the Ballers at home on that day? So it's a few weeks' time. Now, I say, what I've really loved about this season is how the Ballers have now made it available for you to sync their fixtures to your calendar. Because obviously, I've noticed that with a lot of my sports leagues, so the AHL, the PHL, but I've never been able to do it with the Pirate League, with the Ballers. And I've been with the Ballers since day one, back in 2024. And then the rest of this season, they made it available that you cannot do it. So I've now got all the Ballers pictures now synced to my calendar, which is brilliant. Because as you guys know, baseball never sleeps. It's practically every day. We are. You're home. We're home. All day. We're home. We'll be taking on the Modesto! There we go. It's Modesto. The Ballers will be at home on that day. They're going to be taking on the Modesto Roasters. I won't do the timings because I've only got it in UK time, so you can work it out. So, here's an opportunity. Brooke Bryant, there we go. Brooke Bryant, after the event, get yourselves down to a Oakland Ballers game in Torrent gear, and let's do some self-promotion there. Here we go. Love it. Right, so, yeah. Did you know Oakland had a nice centre? No, not really. I mean, I've been with the, as you guys know, I've been with the Oakland baseball market since 2012, so since I was 15. and I've only known it for baseball. Yeah, so no, that's good though. That's good that they've got an ice complex there, because you can then basically train the next gen. You get obviously with ice skating lessons and hockey lessons, and then make them like that. Because obviously with adding a team in California, we're gonna need to get more California based players in the league. So if you've got place complexes like Oakland and Fresno that could hold practice sessions or lessons, brilliant, brilliant. So I have now obviously, of course, I know this market inside out. So obviously I'm gonna be biased on what I'm about to say. So it's kind of good that you two are still here. No, you can't talk. You're biased as fuck. Oh, sure, keep trying to be. You can make a contribution, but no, you're biased too. Yeah, you were born there. Of course you're biased. Look, there's more community things you need to do, Sharky. Sharky, clear your diary. But I think it's really good that we're seeing these camps happen, especially with a brand new market like San Jose. It's not really a market that's known for the women's sport. I mean, I think that's one of the biggest ironies of putting a PHL team in San Jose, because technically I should have already known if there was a huge market for women's hockey in San Jose, but unfortunately I don't. Now, I've only ever known about the men's side, so him and his little brother Frenzy. That's all I've known when it comes to San Jose hockey over the last 17 years now. So yeah, but it's really good that we're seeing these camps get developed. We're seeing these being held, and great to also see them being done with PHL players. Okay, yeah, some of them are not well known as compared to others, but we are in a very busy time now in the PHL. Obviously, we are currently in the process of building the rosters for the expansion teams, including San Jose. So you've got to try and, go with who's available. But look, I think this is really, it's really great to see. I mean, and a great way to build the community from the get-go, because it's not going to be easy for this team when they enter the league, in the fall. So if you can, what I want to see over the next few months in these new markets is I want to see you hold various community events to basically gauge the interest and get people aware that this league is coming to town, it's coming to your market, and I want to see you get involved and show interest so that you are ready to go from day one. Because we have got 4 exciting markets entering the league next year. Were these the 4 markets people thought were going to enter? Probably not. But anyway, we've got 4 exciting new markets joining the league. So I think the more you can have events like this going on for the next couple of months, the better. Because the off season is the perfect time to hold community events like this. There's nothing to do. It's a long hot summer. You're constantly waiting for when the schedules will come out for the future. So if you can hold various community events, I think what I'm trying to say is, just because the hockey stops doesn't mean you stop doing hockey things. I mean, look at this podcast, for example. Look at this podcast. When we first created Purple Rain back in 2024, we initially thought it would be like T2 Report. It would be a seasonal show, and when the hockey stops, we stop and go on a nice break. But no, we pretty much managed to give you guys at least one episode every month. Even in the off-season, we've managed to do it. So just because the hockey stopped doesn't mean we should be stopped doing hockey things. Especially when it comes to a league like the PHL that needs pretty much all hands on deck. All hands on deck. So basically, get out there, spread the word, tell our story. The Embassy here is coming out to play. Well, it has to. Because for me, even though we are in this horrible period now where the PHL season has stopped for the year, I don't stop I still try to think of ways that we can, get the word out there and try to figure out what we can do to grow the sport. Okay, because an advocate never sleeps. What I've learned in my 3 years now as PWHL advocate is you never sleep. Your mind is always constantly thinking about how can you play a role, how can you play your part, and try and grow the league that you care about and love about so dearly. And I think doing community events like this is a great way to do that, especially for a new Mock-Up San Jose. So I'm really excited. Yeah. And to the first one, just going. Let's get back up. Let's see if I can have a look. Yeah. Do you two know where Fresno is? No. I'm actually somewhere in the Bay Area. I'll look up them. Yeah, so the first one was at Shark's Ice, which is really good, because chances are you probably will see PWHL San Jose practicing at Shark's Ice. It's a massive complex. It's literally where TXU Arena is. I wouldn't be surprised if they use that for practice from time to time as well. Team up with Frenzy and that. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, so really great to see, just to see events like this happen, and to get, the young girls now inspired, which is really good, because obviously we need to see, now we have a California-based team in the league, we need to see more players from California. We need to see more young girls in California want to take that step, take it up professionally, and know there's a place you can go. Yeah. That's it. Okay. So, Fresno is the largest inland city in California and serves as the primary economic hub of the agricultural Central Valley, home to over 540,000 residents. It balances a sprawling metropolitan landscape with a tight-knit community feel. The city serves as a critical junction for commerce, diverse cultural history, and gateway travel. It's also known as the Gateway City. There we go. And you do not need me to tell you what Oakland is, because I know that very much from the bottom of my heart. It's well known for baseball, especially, of course, providing championship baseball, because I remind you guys that my Oakland Ballers are currently the reigning Pioneer League champions. We'll see if they can make it double in 2026, but still a long way to go. Season's only just like about 2-3 weeks old, so still a long way to go, although it won't feel like that. But the Pioneer League, that season pretty much goes quick, because the Pioneer League, we start mid-May, and we have the playoffs finish by end of September. So it goes by really quickly. But in that early sort of first 4 weeks, you don't really feel it's going to go quick. It's when you get to, like, say, the second half. So you go to the second half about July. That's when you start to feel, oh my god, there's only a few weeks to go until your season's potentially over. Because only 4 teams go to playoffs. Which is crazy, because we have a 12-team league, but I'm not suggesting PHL takes any ideas from that! But if you want to look at what a 12-team league that does only 4 in the playoffs, go look at the Pioneer League. Please, Amy, redefine how we do the playoffs for next season. I've got a funny feeling this one's going to be very competitive. So the more we can spot playoff spots we can put on offer, the better! Oh dear. No. But it's really great to see, the league, doing this. It's great to see the San Jose Sharks really putting the best foot forward and doing the best to, you know, really show that we want to work with this team. Okay, we don't want them to just be, you know, another talent in San Jose. We want to really make a good go of this. We want to make a really good. We want to have a really good working relationship. Yeah. And I know there's other things you can do to further that relationship. And I'm going to suggest it now. Whoever our home player is, Sharky. Oh, here we go! Here we go! Whoever our home player is, Sharky, for the 2026-27 season, I think we all know who's got to do the ceremonial puck drop. PWHL San Jose players. Yep. Who probably by that point will still probably be known as PWHL San Jose, because I believe we're starting the season early next year in the NHL. That's the suggestion, because obviously next year in the NHL we go from 82 to 84 games. Mental! Absolute mental. Right. So, the hypothesis is that the season in the NHL is going to start a little bit earlier than normal, but it will still probably take like a week before the draft to get the Stanley Cup awarded. Dear. Yeah. So yeah, so chances are next year's FC will begin end of September. So yeah, by that point probably it will still be PWHL San Jose, because I kind of think, I don't know if you two boys will agree with me, I kind of think if the expanded teams will get that, if they are going to get the names by this year, then I think it'll be like what Vancouver Seattle were, so 2 weeks before the season starts. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's probably that probably logic. But we didn't really knew that Seattle would get those names in time before the season. I mean, it was when they released their jerseys, that was when we were told, oh, the names and brands will come before the start of the season, and we're like, what? Okay, so why are they not on the jerseys then? Yeah. So don't be alarmed, San Jose, if you get a year 1 jersey with the diagonal lettering, and then a few weeks later you get your name and brand announced. It's standard. Yeah, we all have done it. Yeah, and I think what is going to happen is particularly if you will get that style jersey for year 1, and then year 2 you'll get your brands put on. Yeah, we've all done it. Yeah, it's a nice little tradition to PHL, and it's a great collector's item. Okay. I mean, I've got my year 1 jerseys from Minnesota, so, and then got the Frost jersey the year after. So that's what I'll do with San Jose. I'll get a year 1 San Jose jersey for this year, and then when the brands come out, I'll get slapped back on get that jersey. Yeah. Especially if we got to do another city hop again. I honestly don't know what we're gonna do. I honestly, this is all your fault. I hope you're very pleased with yourself. Oh yes, I hope you're very pleased with yourself. It's all your fault. I was hoping Noah could do another trip to Minnesota and then be ready to go back to Sharky, but then, oh no, he just has to go and throw the wrench in it. Oh god. But I suppose it would mean we would get more PHL games in. So, at least that's something. There's still a silver lining there, kids. But yeah, just crazy. It's absolutely crazy, you know, just crazy. I just still can't believe it. I just still can't believe that San Jose is joining the league next year. It's crazy, and I don't think it's going to sink in until we get that first game that they play. I'm kind of hoping... Oh no. I'm kind of hoping their first game is not the home opener. Like it was for Vancouver. Because I think if San Jose's first game gets to be the home opener, I'm going to be an absolute emotional wreck. I won't cope. I am actually dreading the day that we go back to SAP Centre and it's to watch the PHL. Because I just feel like you are going to be an absolute complete wreck because you've spent your whole life rooting for that market on the men's side, and now here it is. you got two worlds are colliding. The women's hot size coming to the San Jose. It's gonna be too much for you. It's gonna be too much for you. Yeah, probably it'll probably be a lot worse than it was when we were in Minnesota back in March. Because honestly, just let us. I was the most alright when we had our first game of our trip, but it wasn't so bad. I was like, oh my god. But now you're fine once we got to start the intro. But yeah. Oh god, it's still crazy. But no, really great to see that the community is working hard already to get this team welcome, and I'm expecting to see a lot more collaborations with the Sharks going forward, and work on building this great partnership. Brody, my dear friend, I expect to see you doing some more PHL content, whether you like it or not, mate. I bet what I want some help with that. Yeah, so really great. Yes, really great. So the first of those camps has already happened. That was on May 30. The next one is June 20. That's going to be in Oakland. And then the third and final will be at the end of the month, June 30, in Fresno. So if you live in Oakland or Fresno and you've got girls between ages 8 to 14, get them down there and see if they're interested in giving hockey a go. Okay? Because who knows, one day they could be lacing up their skates for PHL San Jose. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I think that's gonna be all she wrote this one. Yeah. I think that's gonna be all she wrote. So thank you to as always. Until next time, take care, guys. Don't forget to build the dream.